Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Section Goose here, and today we're going to look at the top 5 perks that you want to be using in Warzone right now after the updates and the new perks that have been added. I wanted to do a follow-up of my last video, which was the best perks overall. I can leave that link up here. If you want to know more about each perk and how each one affects Warzone and multiplayer, that's what that video is for. But for this one, we're doing the top 5 that you want to be using right now to give yourself the best chance of winning a game in Warzone. So to start up this video at number 5, I'm going to put down 2 perks, which is Tempered and it is High Alert. I feel like these 2 perks are very close right now, as in how helpful it can be in the game, but they just don't really add up to beat one each other. So first off, I'm going to have a look at High Alert, because High Alert will shine a light to whatever direction someone's looking at you within 100 meters. As long as they're aiming down this sight at you, your screen will flash. So I have a few examples of this happening in Plunder. I just wanted to give an idea of it. You can see the flashing screen here. I see the guys behind me. I shoot him. I'm able to kind of figure out where he is because I have the other combat scout and get to kill off this guy. But you can see how valuable High Alert can be, because I can see when someone is shooting me from behind, when I'm getting pre-aimed on someone, when I'm able to turn around and pre-shoot someone else. This is where this becomes very valuable, and this is where your KD can stay higher, because you figure out that people are going to shoot you in the back before they even know. So it's really easy to to predict where people are coming from in this game with this perk. Another thing that High Alert offers that not a lot of people know is, since the update, is you can hear people that are dead silence. So dead silence, if you don't know already, is everywhere in this game. It's on the ground. If you kill someone, they have it. It's just constantly popping up and up. High Alert gives you the ability to hear their steps. So even if they have dead silence on, you can hear them coming up into a room, which can be so helpful. This is a really good example of what happened. I see someone right behind me, didn't hear him at all. I'm able to turn around. I'm able to get the kill on him. In another game, I'm dead there. That's the way it goes. So we're going to move on to Tempered, which is a new perk that has been added into slot 2, and which it allows you to do is you start off with 2 plates rather than 3, but the 2 plates equivalent to the same as 3. So you don't have to play up as long as you would if you have 3 plates on. As you can see on my bottom left screen, I have 2 plate slots. I pick up 2 plates here, and I'm able to plate up when I get away from the action. But the benefit of this is, obviously you don't have to put on as much plates, so you don't need more plates, and it cuts down your plate time by about 1.2 seconds. So if you're in an engagement in a house and you want to run out and run in and play up really quickly, this can be very helpful. So if you're a really strong pusher and you like to push teams and you really want to play up quickly, you can see how fast the plates up here on screen. Just 1, 2, and you're fully plated, which can be very annoying for any team that are trying to kill you, because if you have your settings done correctly, and I can leave my settings video above. I'll also be doing an updated version of that, because that's from season 2, and now we are 3 seasons in, so I think we're needed with a new season settings update. So number 4 of my perk list isn't really a big shocker. Everyone uses this, and if you don't, it's a bit stupid, because it's needed at the start of a game for your first loadout in Warzone, and so on. It's called Overkill. You can see it in the middle of the screen there. So Overkill, basically what it allows you to do is carry 2 primary weapons. So this will involve an AR, an SMG, sniper, a marksman rifle, a shotgun. All of them are primary. What you'd think as a secondary would be a pistol, a melee weapon, and sometimes you have like a riot shield or whatever, some special equipment. The first team will either buy the loadout before their first one lands in Circle 1, get Overkill so they have their 2 primary guns, and then they'll get the next one, which will get Ghost on, which will have them Ghost for the game with their 2 best weapons. That's in the best scenario. If not, then they might have to mix things up to try to get different weapons and run Ghosts at different times. So moving on to number 3, it is Cold Blooded. Cold Blooded has become like one of the most important perks right now, and if you can see the difference here, I'm shooting someone, I'm getting them highlighted, and if I shoot someone and they're not highlighted, that means they have Cold Blooded on. He has Cold Blooded and he has Tempered on. I'm not getting highlights for him. And a really good example is, if you look at this guy's kid, his perks on the right side of the screen down low, this guy killed me and he has Cold Blooded on. So what that means is, I have High Alert on this character right now that I got killed with, so I should have got the trigger on the right side of my screen that he was running up on me, but because he has Cold Blooded, it counters High Alert. That's why I have High Alert down at 5, because the only reason it's getting in there is because it helps with dead silence. And Cold Blooded is really good right now because it's helping with anyone that has High Alert, and it's helping with anyone that has Combat Scout. So if you have Combat Scout, you're not getting highlighted, you're not getting marked, so the whole team can see you. And you're not getting, your high alerts aren't going off if you're aiming at someone within 100 meters. So that's why Cold Blooded right now is probably one of the most beneficial perks, and that's why it's in the top 3 So moving on to number 2 is Combat Scout. Combat Scout allows you to see the person highlighted as shown on screen, and you're able to follow them all the way, which makes it so easy to track your players, especially with a really accurate gun like the Krig. You are just tracking people all around the place, and it also marks them for longer. I've seen a red mark come above their head. It will mark them for a very long time compared to what the highlighted version is, leaving your team the ability to see exactly where they're running to and run into them and predict where they're going to run and kill them easily. This is just very OP right now, so if you haven't already equipped this, I recommend you do, because you can just easily aim at people. This is an example of someone that has Cold Blooded on. I hit them with the combat, but not in highlights. Another example that I've seen already is how easy it is to track where he's going. I know he's going to the left. And then this is just the same thing. Highlighting the body, easy kills. So number 1, and probably the best perk, and will always be the best perk, is Ghost. Ghost is the one you always want to get near the end of a game. You do not want to be seen on radar, and I run a Ghost class here, and a really good option is to run the Sky Cove pistol, the one, not the akimbo version, because it makes you really slow. But this one with 80 rounds is basically like an SMG in your hand anyway. That or the Namadi I would recommend highly. Like you can see that I'm running the Ghost class here, but it looks like I'm running an overkill because I have such a good relationship with this pistol. It's such a good SMG kind of build, and once you kill someone with a good SMG, you just pick it up and you move forward. You gotta realize that Ghost will hide you on radars, drones, and heartbeat sensors. And if you know anything about Call of Duty, heartbeat sensors is the number 1 thing people get on the first loadout, and then they'll swap out to stuns near the end of a game just to stun teams and run up on them, because most people, as I said, are ghosted by the last 4, 5, 6 circle in the game. So as I said, make a really good Ghost class. Also make a Ghost with a fully loaded class, so that if you really get late back into a game, 5th or 6th circle, and the loadout's there and you need ammo, make sure you land on it. You're getting Ghost and you're getting your fully loaded class. So one last thing I wanted to show you before we finish up on the perks was, if you really want to see what the best perks are and you want to check off pros and stuff, you can go to this account here, or this website, whatever you want to call it, is WZ Ranked, and you're able to go to like loadouts here, and you're going to go like perks. You can check guns as well, but for the likes of perks, we can have a look and we can see how close I was with my personal thing to see what we hit. So we can see double time is still high, but Cold Blooded has made a serious increase and people are picking it for the reasons I just said. Ghost, Overkill, always the best. You can see Tempered and High Alert are actually all in top 4 in rank 2. But you can see Ghost is still number 1. Tempered's coming in a bit. But things you can notice with these is you can check the KD with the perk. So you can see with this perk, even though there's a low pick rate for 5.2%, these people are getting a 1.39 KD. So it's just showing you that they're able to play up quicker and play up with less plates fully plated, which is giving them more of a chance to live. So there's an option if you want to look at something like that. Also High Alert, as I said, you're able to see people shooting you in the back. KD is kind of high here because they're probably seeing someone try to shoot them in the back, turn on them, getting away, and getting out of danger areas where you get shot in the back, because Warzone is so well known for third parties. And then last but not least, you can see Combat Scout has gone straight up to rank number 2 on this slot. Plus it's still on the rise, as you can see here, and you can see Amped is on the down. So I can see this probably flipping in a week or 2. It depends on how long it takes for the numbers to go through, but I can see that that Combat Scout and Amped are going to be the top picked perks in perk slot 3. So just wanted to back up what I was trying to say to you, so you can see that I actually am not just coming up with this stuff, that other people are using this, as you can see from the high percentage picks of these different perks. And these top 5 perks will help you get more wins. So guys, that's all the perks. Hopefully to help you. Hopefully you try a few of these perks out. Also check out WZ Ranked if you want to see which ones are being picked over other ones. It's a very, very good site, as I have just shown. So guys, hopefully you liked the video. Hopefully it helps you get more wins in Warzone. And thanks for watching this far if you have already. And I guess I'll see you in the next one.